Hey guys, FatMan Tolly's back. We are ready to put some bullets in these cases that are charged. So I'm going to swap out my expanding die. And put in the bullet seating die. Now remember, the two dies look real similar. And there isn't anything on here that says bullet seating die. And nothing on here that says factory crimp die. They do look pretty similar. But if you look inside, that's probably not going to show. There's a piece in there that will allow a bullet, the nose of the bullet, to sit on it. Whereas it's not in this one. So just taking a minute or two to look is all it takes. Now, the instructions for this one say to raise your ram, run the die down till it touches the shell plate, and back it out 3 full turns. So I get my 3 right. I'm just going to put a little mark there. Nothing permanent, it'll wipe right off. So 1, 2, and 3. And just tighten her down. Remember, I'm not crimping with this die. If I was, I would use a shell case and run it down till it touched it, and then go let it another half a turn. So let's make sure that it's not changing that. Nope, that's good. Now this is an unprimed cartridge. I always make a dummy round or a setup round, and just to make sure I've got everything right. If I want to, I can pull the bullet back out, and it just sets in the end there. Now I'm going to back this stem out. We are looking for a length of, triple check everything, 1.170 for an overall length. I have my vernier caliper. These are digital, don't have to be digital. Have these ready, zeroed, and ready to measure. So I'm just going to slowly run it up till I can feel it hit. And we'll measure it just for grins, but that's nowhere near where we need to be. 1.3545. So we need to go quite a ways. So I'm going to take this stem and go about a full turn with it and run her in again. Now let's go another turn, because I know we're not too close. Oops. Pardon me. So we're at 1.266. We need to get almost another 1/10 off of that. So let's go another turn, or 3/4 of a turn or something. And you just kind of want to sneak up on it. 1.238. .215. I'm just going to start going in about 1/4 turn this time, because I want to sneak up on that 1.17. I don't want to go too far. 1.204. 1.193. 'So we're just going a little at a time. 1.186. I'm just going just a little bit of a smidge on there. 1.188. Another smidge. 1.181. And you know, the lead dies, you can sneak up on these measurements pretty well. 1.179. 177. So now we're going about 2/1000ths of an inch each time. 173. 172. 'Oops. Butterfingers trying to move when I'm trying to hold stuff, and looks like that drop changed me a little. 1.1655. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back this out just a skosh, a tidbit, and I'm going to go ahead and seat one. And I'm going to put them into this tray, and I'll keep them marked. Remember, these are charged, so the powder's in them, and I've checked them. So we'll measure one right off the bat. Just move that out just a tad more. I've just been off about 1/1000th. .1705. So that should be pretty darn good for me. And I'm just going to go ahead let's move this down just a bit. Now you can see that I set the bullet in there, and it's just enough of a bell to hold that bullet while I go up into the die. Now if you go a little long on your overall length, it's not going to be the end of the world. Don't want to go short if you can avoid that. Long is fine. Going short will increase your cylinder pressure. the other test that you want to do is the gun that I'm going to use this in is in my 1911. So I've pulled the barrel out of it. And you want to do what they call a plunk test. And it should drop all the way down. And this one is not. But I haven't run these through the factory crimp die either yet, so they will probably need that. Yeah, that was my test round, and that's just about all the way in. But I think the rest will be taken care of. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and finish loading these, and then I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Actually, I'll probably be back when I'm ready to do the crimp. So, probably be about 10 minutes. Stay safe. God bless. We'll do that in another part.